Hi everybody, welcome to Villain's Profile. Today I'm going to talk about Hammerhead, which is the mobster villain here in Spider-Man. It's been around for a while. The guy with the strong head here who likes to headbutt his enemies and everything else here. So what is the history of Hammerhead? Hammerhead actually was a immigrant from Russia. Actually grew up in the Bronx of New York and always kind of wanted to be one of the good fellows here in Italian. He was kind of picked on by his father and everything for being nothing in his life, and he eventually got himself involved in organized crime and eventually was outfitted with a type of adamantium type of skull here, but it actually gave him his nickname Hammerhead because he was able to take such blunt force, and he was known for his violence. Eventually, Hammerhead actually got himself caught in a gang war where he was actually shot with apparently a vibranium metal bullet, which actually supposedly pierced his skull. But he actually survived, and he actually was rescued by Mr. Negative and had Dr. Trauma actually refit him with a brand new adamantium kind of exoskeleton to actually repair him and make him actually almost cybernetic, which actually made him more dark and violent. Following the fall of Mr. Negative, actually Hammerhead ended up taking over his portions of control in Chinatown, and actually just recently in Lethal Foes of Spider-Man, it was revealed that actually Hammerhead actually is in some trouble because Silvermane's head actually has the original information about his history that could actually disrupt his power within the underworld, which he cannot let that happen. I've always been a big fan of Hammerhead. I always liked that he was the mobster with kind of his own kind of reluctant powers and everything with his, thick skull, so to speak, and everything. And I've loved his animation appearances and his comic book appearances. I'm really happy to see him back in the comics. So he's actually a favorite of mine in the gangster here, right up there with the Owl and the Kingpin. So that's all I'm going to say here for right now for Villain's Profile. Check me out on Twitter at Ryan7Reed, and I'll see everybody else on the crawl space.